Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the power of Teemo Jungle here in preseason 13. I think he's slightly stronger than he is in season 12. The main reason being the jungle monster helps you out a lot with your clear speed. Teemo's clear speed is somewhat inconsistent on multi-target camps, especially in the early game, but with this little guy, you'll be getting AoE true damage, helping you blow through your camps that much faster. With that being said, you still don't typically want to do a full clear on Teemo Jungle unless you have no ganks on the map, in which case you can full clear, finish around 330, 335. And if you do want full clear, you should go double points in E. You'll finish much healthier. You definitely want to have W up though when you go in for ganks. 10% constant bonus movement speed plus 20% additional for 3 seconds is extremely useful in ganks to pinch off more autos. For your runes on Teemo Jungle, I recommend playing more of a Shredder build with Hella Blades or Press the Attack. Playing him with max health damage I don't think is really worth it because they over-nerfed Demonic Embrace a lot for range champions. Demonic is still insane on champs like Mord, yes, but on range champs, in my opinion, it's really not worth it at the moment. It does literally less than half for range champs than what it does for melee, just to give you an idea. So not a big fan of that at the moment. What makes Teemo clear so decently is the fact that his E does 50% bonus damage against monsters, and his Q blind art lasts twice as long against monsters, so you can consistently block 2 auto attacks from the buffs and from Gromp, which helps you to clear relatively healthy. I do still like to take a health potion if I'm up against a champion that I feel like is going to be invading me, like a Master Yi, Rengar, Warwick, cheesy junglers. Against tank junglers, I probably wouldn't bother with the potion. It's never terrible though, especially if you're not good at kiting like we're doing here. We put an auto on each of them, focus the blind dart on the big one, and then we'll kite out this way. Your little friend will auto attack twice after you stop hitting, which is roughly 40 damage. I don't see a real gank on the map, but I'm not going to put another point into our E. Do keep in mind that level 4 is a huge power spike for Teemo because getting 2 points in your E makes your clear that much better. Notice how we're kiting this out. It's super important to do so. If you do not kite the camp out, then you will take a lot of damage. There we take an auto attack Q reset. Our Q would just come back up. When you're taking your red, blue, and Gromp, it should only be able to hit you with a maximum of 1 auto in between your blind darts. If it's hitting you with more than 1 auto attack in between blind darts, you're just standing still or not really kiting out very well. As you see, we just did a 315 5 camp clear, and we're full health, still have a potion. Very solid. Happy with that. We're gonna W out, auto attack him, Q reset. And since we're behind him, there's no way for him to get away. He kind of just spazzed out there. Go ahead and blind him. He's not gonna get anything off of this. He's not even gonna get minions. Mastery is only level 3. We can definitely solo him because of the blind art. Since I don't have Lux, it makes me a little bit hesitant because we're gonna get 2v1'd. We'll go top. I don't think this is warded. When we ganked, he didn't react at all, so the odds of this being warded are low. I don't think he had a ward in the brush. Maybe he did. That was weird. Okay, we're gonna step up, get a red buff auto attacks on him. Jax gets the stun, and he's dead. Yeah, this guy's gonna be in big trouble. He's mad. I mean, you can tell. You can't really tell which way the minions are pushing. Jax might be able to freeze it here from what I'm seeing. I think that's what's going on. We'll just go ahead and leave. If your teammate's high HP and they can freeze, you don't need to stay in shove wave. But if they're low HP, even if they can freeze, you should generally shove so they can reset. Just depends. So for first item rush, Riftmaker is actually the way to go. For those of you wondering why, it's because you don't heal as much in Season 13 against the jungle monsters. Gromp no longer Giga heals you the lower on health and mana you are. On top of that, Smites don't heal you. Instead, every single monster camp heals you when you take it, but it's a little tiny heal. So Riftmaker on Teemo is super essential. Plus, Demonic's been over-nerfed to where playing Teemo max health burn damage isn't as rewarding as it's really ever been. It's pretty crap, actually. So yeah, Riftmaker is by far your best. After Riftmake, you're usually looking for Nash into Rabadon or Nash into Zhonya's, just depending on what they have. I'm not a big fan of Morello or Heal Cut in general right now. I feel like Heal Cut's been way over nerfed to where if you really do need it, you generally put it off for as long as possible, pretty much until the team fight stage of the game. You see how we're still able to kite the camp out? Try to do some limit testing in your games. You don't have to push it quite as hard as I'm pushing it, but at least when your monsters are almost dead, start walking away and kiting it out. You'll take less damage and you'll get to your next camp faster. Just because you can't multi-take camps anymore on any jungler doesn't mean you shouldn't limit test like this and just get better at the game. Riot has tried very hard to dumb down jungle, but it's still not dumbed down to the point to where you should turn off your brain and be on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. You gotta actually focus. If you don't want to focus, the best role to play is support. You can play support and the baseline carry potential is absurdly high even if you're not doing anything. Flash auto attack Q reset, we secure the kill. I'll stay for minions. I kind of want some XP anyways. We're close to level 6. Whenever you go invisible, you get an attack speed bonus. That's why you do it before your first camp. For your other camps, it usually doesn't make sense to take the time to stand still. The attack speed bonus does get higher though. It starts out at 20, gets all the way up to 80%. I don't know if I'll have time to take the small ones here. Master Yi's on his way. I'll at least get one of the small ones and then I'm out of here. We're full HP. Kali's not particularly fed. We'll W into her here. She's already blown her R. Auto attack Q reset. Pop our W if we had it. And she should die from that. Yeah, she's a goner. Who's there? Is that Master Yi? I don't even know. I don't really want the cannon. I want her to get the gold. I'm just trying to shove the wave to reset it so it doesn't end up in a weird spot. If you can see the minions are going to block, you can grab on the edge like this and stop them so your minions can flood in. Something I like to do a lot to ensure it actually crashes. At least the melees will get in. We get more golden XP. We ensure the wave crashes, force Akali back to the lane. She can't roam. And she just missed 5 minions, so she missed a whole wave's worth. The thing was, it was a big wave to begin with. Don't know where Master Yi is, so I'll go ahead and pop that. Sure enough, he goes bot. He doesn't have full item yet. Master Yi is actually a very bad jungle champion pre-6 and pre-full item. So the fact that he's both of those things right now, 8 minutes in, is very bad for him. Master Yi scales off of items like very few champions can do. He's more of a scaler, level 6 power spiker type of champ. He should be focusing more on that right now. We have the attack speed bonus from passive. I'm going to eat this guy alive. Down he goes. If you noticed, I was holding down the tilde key, which is that weird little squiggly line that you'll see in Spanish generally. If you hold that down, it's target champions only. So even though he was underneath his red buff, we were still able to focus him and not accidentally hit the red buff. It's very useful if people are behind dragons, barons, turrets, very large structures or objects that you literally can't click them because the other hitbox is covering them. Like a baby kangaroo inside of a mom kangaroo, you literally can't get to it. So we gotta use our enhanced clicking precision and touch him accordingly. We have 3 mushrooms. There's no reason to ever hold 3 on you unless you're about to team fight and then you're prepping for the team fight. Generally, you always want to make sure it's recharging so you're getting more value. If you hold on to them and never use them, there's no point of even getting the ability. And you always want to try to keep 1 on you at all times. By keeping 1 on you, it makes it to where you can kite people out easier. I think Mastery honestly might have rage quit. I wouldn't even blame him because of he's so far behind. Teemo's not easy for you to deal with as a jungle matchup. I think it's heavily Teemo favored. So yeah, it's a hard time for Yi. I do want to play some tank Master Yi jungle though. I've seen good results on it out of some other people. I've been linked videos by some different viewers and I think that would be a lot of fun. But he picked Yi this game, so I figured I'd show you guys how to Teemo. Because I do think Teemo is a little bit better here in preseason 13 because faster clears. And we were still able to do it full health, 315, 5 camp clear, which is pretty sweet. Generally, you do stay away from the full clears on Teemo. We would have done it probably 310 or maybe 305 if we went double point in E. It's a little risky though, because then your gank doesn't work. And especially if you're playing Hellblade Teemo, you kind of want your gank to work. Kali's mid right now. We'll run her down. We're actually really fast because of Relentless Hunter and our W. We're moving 396, now 428. Just depends if we're technically in combat, because then we lose the movement speed from Relentless Hunter. I'll go bot here. Lux may or may not want to follow. It's up to her. She doesn't have to. I don't really need her per se. It's just a matter of if she wants to come down here or not. I think he dies from that. Yeah, he dies from my poison. He doesn't have any health items really outside of D-Blade, and he doesn't have any magic resist. Easy dragon, auto attack Q reset. If I thought Master Yi was here, I wouldn't use my Q. I think he rage quit though. He was getting crushed super hard. The green jungle item, I think is probably the best one realistically. On Teemo, since I have a front line, I have double melee champs, I didn't bother. Because there's just no point. I'm not going to be frontlining anyways, but if you're going to have to be like the front line for your team, the green jungle item's the best one you can take on any jungler if you're going to be the front line. The only exception is Nunu, because of his snowball mechanic. Any movement speeds affecting him are extended for the 10-second duration of his W, so even if his ghost is only going to last for a half a second longer, he can use his W and get effectively 10 more seconds out of the ghost's speed up. Fun fact of the day. I say it a lot just because if you haven't played Nunu, and if you haven't heard me said that, you'll have no idea about that. That's why he loves Scuttle Crab speed ups. Anyways, time for the Rift Maker. We'll go for Berserks or Sorks. I'm kind of feeling the Berserks. I like the kite. Kiting's fun. Generally, you push for Sorks when you're playing Dark Harvest or Electrocute Teemo. Electrocute Teemo is pretty rare, but if you're playing him Dark Harvest, then it's pretty much always Sorks with double max health burn items, because you're trying to get massive mushroom pops on them. I don't think it's worth it anymore though, because the demonic has been over nerfed for range champs, to where if you were a range champ that were taking it, you probably have better options now since the nerfs. I think they'll have to undo it, or just like make it less so. His 1.8% max health damage per 4 seconds each second for melee versus 0.8 on range. That's not even half. It should be at least 0.9 for range champs, you know? They clearly just didn't want range champs taking it with a nerf like that. It's kind of absurd. Like Bork goes from 12 to 8%. 12% melee, 8% range. They didn't change Bork to 4 or 6% or let alone 4. But for demonic, they're like, yeah, let's nerf it by over half. It's just insane. It doesn't make any sense. Easy gank on the Scion. Ganking as a ranged champion's pretty easy since you have your auto attacks. Just move in between them. Look at that healing, dude. Gnarly. Let's get a mushroom right there, and we're chilling. It'd be pretty cool if you could blind herald, but unfortunately that's not a thing, so don't bother wasting your blind art on it. Every one of our auto attacks is doing way more damage than a blind art anyway, so using our blind art on herald would barely even speed up the process. We'll W into her. She runs away. Time to herald. We'll try to end early on them. They had a rage quit. If we end pre-25 minute, we'll do a part 2. She can't fight us at all. She doesn't have the items for it. Plus Rift Maker gives you 300 health, so if someone's a bursty champ, odds are they can't burst you for building Rift Maker, but guess what? If you went for Leandri's, 0 HP, so even if we're super fed, if it's a Zeta, Kali, Talon, we can still get one-shotted if we went for the Mana Mythic instead. You can't auto-attack me later, my dude. Should be a double. Oh, wait, did he heal? I don't know if he healed or not, but he just legit wouldn't die. Very peculiar. And that's it. They quit. We'll go ahead and do a part 2. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of some Teemo in the jungle here in preseason 13. Our comp is decent, but we do lack a front line, which is highly problematic. Outside of that, we have a huge back line with the Anivia, going to be able to slow down their front line. It'll be an interesting game. We're definitely going to have to tempo hard and avoid dying early on. I'll just say on my way red, need leash, please, and then we'll head over there. If you don't tell your teammates, a lot of times they'll end up muting you. and then they won't even know that you're starting red. So at some point you do want to say it before the game really gets going. So here I said it a little on the later side. For runes, once again, Hellblades with Cheap Shot, Eyeballs, Relentless. If Ravenous Hunter was still in the game, then obviously we'd go for Ravenous. Then we have Alacrity with Coup de Grace, Attack Speed, 80 and Armor. You can certainly go Gathering Storm, Absolute Focus on Teemo jungle. You would generally only do that with super kind of one-shot Dark Harvest mode, which was not what we're building. Dark Harvest takes a while to get going, and it can be challenging to get value out of in the early game since it's not very good in the ganks. So up against the Hecarim, we'll run a tight clear and try to find something on the map. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any easy ganks because Katarina can't really gank for that. And Karma into Cassante. I guess it just depends on how Cassante is playing. Go ahead and smite it. We want to get to level 2 for Blind Dart. We don't want to be sitting there and farming it forever. It's already at 600 health. We might as well blow smite and kill it. But we'll keep an eye on his HP. Depending on how he plays that, it's going to depend on if we gank or not. We'll soak the 2 autos and then kite back. Then ideally it should only hit us once. Just like this. And then we blind it. And then we pull it back in. And then once again, it should only hit us about once. And once you kind of get into the habit of this, you can start to consistently set it up to where it only hits you with 1 auto attack, which is pretty cool. 1 auto attack in between blind darts. Try it. You're not going to do it perfectly at first, most likely. After maybe a few games or a few attempts in the training tool, you'll get it down. It's not that challenging. It's just different is all. If you've never done it before. Just need 1 more auto attack here, and down he goes. Level 3, we'll go ahead and get W. Cassante's only level 2. Ghost on Teemo isn't bad, but generally you do want to go for the flash. He didn't see us, he wasn't paying attention. Auto attack Q. I'm getting creep blocked so hard, I legit can't move. I was getting creep blocked so hard there, it was gnarly. That was actually nasty. I don't know if she wants help pushing this, but she should want it. I don't know if she understands the current situation. That he doesn't have TP, so we kind of just want to shove, but she's not shoving. She's probably really mad at me, the fact that she just stopped attacking. She may not understand the situation, which is she's very low health. She needs to spend her kill gold and needs to reset, but can't always expect people to understand. Yeah, she's actually staying. It makes like no sense to do so. Auto attack Q reset. I'll go ahead and flash that. I still probably die here because of the Hecarim and whatnot. Yep, I'm dead. I don't think Kata will. Oh, okay. You know, that's actually not a bad interaction. But yeah, Karma literally stayed top. She already had the wave crash. She trolled herself bad. I'll go ahead and grab a Dark Soul here. I still plan on going Riftmaker Rush. I'll run up there for my Gromp, do Wolves, clear down. Kata has doubles. Hopefully she doesn't give that to the Zed. Zed doesn't have boots or gold spent. I'm pretty happy with that interaction. We're the ones who end up getting the double buffs. They both use their sub. And it actually turned out pretty well. I'll go ahead mid real quick. Got another point on E. Kata sealing off red buff. He's dead. Kata tried to steal it low key. We're not stealing minions here. We're just trying to get them low for her. And man, she's taking them pretty quick. She needs to backspend her gold. That's why we're helping her. She's also low HP, so she needs to reset. I don't think I really want to go back to help Karma. She doesn't understand the concept of shoving wave when you need to reset, and after the enemies are forced to back or if they die. So if I go top, the value we're getting is minimal because she's not really pushing the wave. She's just like, looks like she's typing and standing still. I'll try to focus on our bot and mid instead. Power out with W. Definitely just go for the Jhin. Auto attack Q reset. Down he goes. I assume he didn't have flash. The fact that he already had a death means he probably didn't. And the fact that my teammates have already used their sums means he probably didn't have flash. So easy gank on the Jhin. Jhin is outrageously dangerous to push with because he has no way to escape, especially early on. He speeds up a lot whenever he crits, but early on he doesn't have any crit other than his 4th shot, so Not the best champion for escaping on. 0 speed up, 0 dashes. Lowish movement speed. Curious to know where the Hecarim is right now. I'm kind of waiting on my red buff right now. I don't want to cross all the way over. Huh. Guess I kind of have to at this point. We'll pop W, head over. Zed's really low. Even if Hecarim ganks, Kata could probably live if she still has a dash. Or I should say the Zed's really low. What am I saying? Top lane scrapping it out hard. I really don't want to gank for her though. He's also underneath turret. She can handle it from here as long as she doesn't get ganked. She's running the grasp. I don't think Karma is really in a good spot. I personally don't want to play Karma. I don't think she's a very good champion. She's too team reliant in a true solo queue environment to get consistent value out of her, especially Iron through Diamond, where you want to have certain amounts of snappy burst and snappy CC, which she lacks both. She does have some CC, but it's not snappy. She has to wait, which is not optimal. I don't know if this is worded or not. I would like the Scuttle Crab though. Because Hecarim's top side. Should be able to get Dragon out of this. If their bot lane rotates, they die here. Like they're actually rotating into... Oh, Anivia's really not following this? Are you serious? I literally had Jhin slowed. I can't believe she didn't follow up on that. That's really unfortunate. We still get the dragon. I'm kind of annoyed though. Like what? Like what? That should have been a free kill on the Jhin. He had no flash, tier 1 boots, Teemo red buff autos. Now we all die for the dragon. Oh, I don't trust any of my teammates after that, man. That was super weird. Very, 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 very strange. Generally, when you turn to fight, when the jungler turns to fight, as a support, you don't say, you know what, I can solo dragon. If I left, she literally can't even take it. So when I land the red buff auto and then she just turns around, it's like, what are you doing? Just get the Jhin. That was bizarre. The only person I really trust on this team is the Katarina. Katarina seems trustworthy thus far. Got Leeching Leer, will constantly be full HP. Kata gets the kill. So that's pretty fed now. You got 3 kills out of that. We did get dragon, but it's not worth. For a first dragon, if the enemies get 3 kills and you get the dragon, it's a bad trade. At least if they tempo off of it. Of course, if Zed just keeps dying and playing in that way, then it won't matter for them. And then in which case the dragon's better. But in theory, dragon for 3 kills for first drag is a really bad trade for us. It shouldn't. Jhin should have died, and then Zed wouldn't even have come over. Is the way that should have played out. In hindsight, when we didn't kill Jhin, I should have just left. Because it doesn't make sense to tank Dragon while Zed's collapsing and their bot lane's alive. It just doesn't make any sense. Hecarim's topside here. Zed's going bot. He's committing to it. And Nivea land stun on the Jhin. Not that useful. Needed the stun on Zed there. Might actually be able to kill Zed. Guess it just kind of depends on where he goes here. It's hard to tell where he's going. And Nivea does have egg. I don't know if this is a bait for them or for me. It's hard to tell. Zed R's the Kata. He lands pretty much everything, but she is so tanky somehow. 150 health, 40. I guess that's what it is. She has nearly 200 health off of items alone. She has a full Dark Seal. She's good to go. We just need to stay alive, keep our own Dark Seal stacks up. And we'll be resetting for a full Riftmaker here. Or we could just back for Berserks and a chunk of Rift. That'll work too. Auto attack Q reset. Yeah, we'll just do that. We don't have anything to do here anyways. I could go mid. Bard's going to push that really slow. Cattle will be back in time. Karma underneath turret. Tier 2 boots is a pretty big deal on Teemo, especially if you're ahead, which to a degree we are, especially since the enemies are behind. We're kind of just ahead by default. Hecarim's in a really good spot in terms of as a champion, but I don't know. He kind of lost steam. Normally, Hecarim's just full clear gank, full clear gank. He runs into my mushroom. Oh, I couldn't get out of the way of that. He thinks I just left and I'm going to let him have my Gromp. What a goofball. I know he's topside. Auto attack, Q reset. Oh, you can't auto the plant. You're blinded. Later, Karma. There's the Hecarim. She's actually super, super tanky. If Herald was up, I'd take it. I'm assuming he... Oh my god, he keeps getting plant after plant. If Herald was up, I'd take it right now, since their top set Heck no R. Plus, I think we have more gold spent than the Hecarim at the moment. We got an attack speed bonus on passive. He's just not here. Legit, just missing. I'll kill this guy in between turrets. We have a long walk back to where we want to be anyways. Karma's taking her sweet time. We're going to have to run out with W on, auto him down. We have decent vision. Hey, friend. Auto attack, Q reset. I missed my Q on a minion somehow, and this guy is not taking damage. It's actually interesting just how little damage he's taking. Oof, I don't know if that... Well, it's still kind of worth because he loses all these minions, but wow. He just wasn't taking damage, dude. He's so tanky. We have a decent amount of items as well. A lot of shred power. So much gold up here. We're also getting some XP from the minions. Fast auto attack speed, it's hard to miss the minions. Oh, right as I say that. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as is. I want the minions to all die on the turret. He'll lose this whole wave. We're not in a rush to take first turret anyways. It's whatever. I'd let Karma come back to lane. She's been dominating him anyways. She's been getting lots of grass procs off. 32 grass procs. That's a lot of grasp. They're going to get dragon for free. Doesn't really matter. Oh, who knows? Kata might kill them all there. She almost killed them all. If she got that reset on Heck, I think they all die there. She's about to find it. Her dash is on cooldown, I think. She can't get to that dagger. Down she goes. Not good for us. I don't really want to dual Zed right now. We don't want to necessarily let him get play either. I don't really want to have to fight him though. He's got a lot of gold spent. Ollie over. Get some XP out of it. It's not great showing ourselves on the map. I can only let him take so much turret. Karma should be fine there. She has item advantage. I'll back for Riftmaker here in a second. We'll gank the Zed as Kata comes up. He already burned his dash. Alright, we got his flash. Flash for flash. I'm okay with that. I wasn't using my flash for anything anyways. Hecarim can't force a kill on me. Somehow Cassante just killed our Karma. It's kind of interesting. Because she has more items than him. She's also ranged. He's running all the way around. Kata needs to break that plant. That's good. Shot herself super far away. She's kind of smart. A lot of players wouldn't have done that. They would have just left it up and then he would end up getting away. He's stepping on all the fruits. The empowered fruit doesn't slow you down. He wasn't even losing movement speed for that. Down he goes, and it is time. 2 kills, 2 deaths, 7 assists. The score would look so much better if we were 9-2. That's the assist paradox right there. Still helping the team, but you don't get the same amount of credit. We'll go Rift Make into, I'll say Mesh, screw it. I'm feeling it now. Mesh is good no matter what type of AP Teemo build you're running, Shred or One-Shot Burst. Mesh has a lot of movement speed, and it's the single highest AP item you can build. Whoa. I don't think that's where he wanted to go. Seems like he knows he can't get away at this point. He popped Ghost. Anivia popped Flash. I don't know about this. I don't really want to lose my mesh here either. He didn't land very much of that. Auto attack into the Q. Don't know where Zed is. I need to get my health up. There he is. He's mid. We can go take our red buff then. We have more CS than Hecarim now after we take this. It's kind of funny. I'm going to go catch that mid wave. I'm going to speed up into him. Don't want him to get more than a few licks. It's so easy to stack Rift Maker on Teemo because your poison keeps you in combat against enemy champs. I'll put an auto down for Katarina here. Sure enough, Bard's over here. Gonna put our blind art on the Zed. Hecarim's in trouble. He's on a mushroom. Down he goes. Plus 350. Hecarim and the Zed both tried to burst us there. They couldn't quite get it though. Should be able to heal off the Herald as long as we don't let it hit us with the big hit. Herald can do decent damage against you if you just stand still. Just move. Even if you don't understand its pattern of attack or how it angles its attacks, if you're moving, there's at least like a 50% chance you'll dodge it rather than just standing still and it guaranteed landing. Cassante is now taking over the top lane. Pop that plant. Look at that range. Put it on the minions to blow it up on him if he turns around on us. Tries to walk through the Kata. We've got blind art on him. I'll let Kata get the minions. Yeah, I like this Kata. She kind of knows what she's doing. More so than some of the other players. Just keep playing around her. Suppose she might need the Gromp. The fact that she's rushing at it, I can't tell. I don't really know where she's going there. She ran really deep into our jungle to back. Kind of weird. Generally, you do want to keep a mushroom on you at all times, especially if you're about to deal with enemy champs or if you're not sure where they're at. Zed could be in our jungle. I assume they're setting up for dragon is what's going on. I don't want to lose my Mej stacks. I'd rather give dragon than lose Mej. Mej is kind of that important on Teemo. It really, really is. Don't have vision of much. Don't know where the Zed is. If I can get blind dart on him, he misses out on a huge chunk of damage. He has to land every skill shot to even get close to getting a kill if he can't auto attack. A lot of people don't realize just how much Zed autos chunk. Alright, now we're splitting. We don't have to take dragon right now. I'm going to force them to come back here, and if they don't, I'll kill Jhin. We'll kill Jhin and take his turret. I don't know what they think they're going to do about it. They're going to actually have to send people over here, and if they don't, they're going to lose more stuff. Even if they won the fight against my teammate 4v4, which they won't since we're ahead, they'd guaranteed be losing all this stuff. You're dead, Jhin. Auto attack into the Q. Nice try, buddy. And we still have Herald. I might be able to end here if I play my cards right. Herald's going to line up its shot. I need to tank this turret. And now Herald should, oh, I fucked it up. I ran out of HP is the problem. Basically, after Herald lands, it's going to get focused because your minions are going to be dying. And then the second turret's going to finish it. So we needed a tank, but I didn't have the HP to do so, which is sad. But now you guys understand a new concept. Merry Christmas. It looks really cool when if you're able to do it. If you have enough HP, armor, levels, whatever. We might have actually been able to end if that's the case, because Herald, I believe it now body slams the Nexus and basically half healths it. Okay, this is a Zhonya's game. I don't normally advocate Zhonya's on Teemo because you can usually outposition with shrooms. Zed R and Hecarim R are going to mess us up though. We have to be able to dodge at least one with Zhonya's and live. Especially since we have Mej. Otherwise, if they don't have those type of tools to get on top of you, there's no point to even really go for Zhonya's. It's just kind of pointless. Auto attack into the Q. Looks like the team wants Baron possibly. I think we could take Baron quite easily with Riftmaker. Nivea's gonna run out of... I don't know why she's trying to tank it. Maybe to allow me to do more damage, but I have healing and she doesn't. Whoever's tanking it does half damage, unfortunately. Look how much we're tanking it though, man. Riftmaker is it's the secret sauce on Teemo. Look at this. Actual secret sauce right here. Baron is nothing. What? How is that even possible? Teemo's a tank, guys. You learn something new every day. The healing is so freaking good. Goodbye, Zed. Well, I don't think I got either one of them. I did have flash. I didn't think I needed to use it, though. I don't think I'm going to kill either one of them there. Cassante just won't die, dude. He's tanky. Ooh, I'm tanking. Cool. Varus gets a double. Wrap this turret up. I wonder what the damage charts are going to look like. I have a feeling we're going to be top 3 damage. As Teemo often is. Teemo's usually the #1 damage, but we're all assist. If you converted half of our assist to kills, so let's say 5 kills. If we'd easily have the most damage in the game. Like at least by 30-40%, but we just didn't get the gold we needed. Cat is nearly triple R kills. Varus is nearly triple R. Varus is more than triple R kills. Cat is almost. She just needs one more kill to be triple. It's time to heal. Very nice. Put a defensive mushroom out of the way of the minions. We can kite around this. Probably should have put it more right there. You need to put it thinking about where you're going to run to and how they're going to have to path to get to you as you run. We can shred Zed. Would like to take off his banshees. That way I can blind him here in a moment. Got a Riftmaker stacked. And they're just turtling up. They're hoping we throw. There's no need to throw, though. We outscale them in many ways. As long as we don't give them shut down. Especially if we get dragged, so they may not even be able to beat us late game. Starting to stack magic resist. Our team is pretty much full AP. I didn't realize that. Okay, they do outscale. So what am I talking about? We're full AP. Other than even Varus went AP. Yeah, we're full AP, dude. They definitely outscale us. If we throw our shutdown gold, we lose here. 1000% we'll lose. 10,000%. Zed's about to run into my mushroom. He doesn't even know it. Trying to kite outside of his Q range. Get him with our smite. Yep, down he goes. Even with the double HP and Force of Nature, he dies there. Don't turn around, Jin. Missile. I don't think he realizes that I have Zanius. He couldn't kill me even if he wanted to there. Now they're going to do the classic anime maneuver. Play from fountain, never give up. Don't let your dreams be memes. You can still win. Just play from the fountain. And that is GG's well played. We'll take a look at the graphs. Looking at damage ultimate champions, we have the second most in the game for damage taken. Middle of the pack for runes, high value. Teemo Jungle Season 13, or I should say pre-Season 13, feels great. Highly recommend it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingSticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.